what it do, y'all? We are back. It is a brand new episode of the JasVynce Show. What's going on, y'all? My name is Vince.
I'm Jasmine.
And today we're going to be talking about
The Circle.
Yes, The Circle on Netflix. Episodes 5 through 8 because they broke it up, which I like what they did
for a week.
I like that they did that. All right, so on this episode, last time we checked on our circle. Oh, first off, please, how could I? Please make sure you're liking, subscribing, leave us some comments. Let us know how you feel about the different players in the circle. I love this game. Before we even get into it, I love
it better than Big Brother?
I'm a big Brother fan, and I'm realizing how much I love it. You know, the being in the house for the 90 days compared to we don't even know how long they're in the circle.
Yeah.
But it could get, we see in the previews for the next few episodes that, you know, some tears is gonna come out, so it gets a little bit emotionally draining and stuff like that. So we'll see. But I enjoy it. I love it. I like that you can be whoever pretty much and not have to be in people's faces all the time.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think it's bigger than Big.
Y'all doing your thing, Circle. I'm trying to get on the show. I want to be on the show next season. All right, but let's talk about it. Where we left off at the end of the first 4 episodes, we had a little bit of drama in the house. Shout out to Savannah that got kicked out, blocked. Sorry,
she got blocked.
She got blocked. Circle. Now, in this next episode coming up, what happened was Courtney got some type of special power.
I believe. In the inner circle.
He was in the inner circle. Courtney was very excited about that. He didn't know what was going on.
And we didn't know what the inner circle was either.
We did not know what that was, but we also knew we were getting 2 brand new players into the game. So we got to meet Mitchell and Kat. This is Mitchell right here, who was Eddie.
Mitchell.
I think Eddie from last season and his mom.
His brother, yeah. It was the guy that came in with the guy and his mom, and they
thought they were gonna play as one person.
They thought so. They did a horrible job because his mom talked completely different.
I don't even remember them too much, but I'm glad that they, you know, had a little callback to the last season. Mitchell, everybody feels is a very attractive young white man and had his buns out.
Yeah, he had suns out, buns out. Like I like Mitchell.
He seems cool. He seems very genuine, which I like.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's getting his flirt on with Chloe, but we'll talk more about that. I forgot what else did I have about him. Yep, that's it. And people thought he was very attractive. Shout out to you, Mitchell. And also Kat. I forget where Mitchell's from, wherever Eddie's from, but Kat is from Texas, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
There you go. Kat is like 6'7" in heels.
Yes.
She's Kat a volleyball player.
Bad BITCH.
She's also very attractive. I like Kat.
I love her style.
She's got some muscle on her too. You can tell that she be throwing it down. But yeah, no, she's also very, very dope, and I'm super, super genuine from everything that we've seen.
Yeah.
From her, she's very loud.
She's
smart. I like energy, so I thought that was pretty dope too. So it was nice to get to meet her. So Courtney in the inner circle, he gets to meet the players for the very first time, anonymously as the Joker, which I thought was pretty dope. You know, I always like when they throw the spins.
I'm
in
like,
there.
oh, what's the Joker?
Little curveballs and whatnot.
And they made us wait a week to find out what the Joker was.
Of course, so the Joker basically had the opportunity to be the first person to interact with the new people in the house and give them like the
little nugget,
the 411, even though people don't say that. The 411 on what is happening in the house. So he made it his mission, and this is where the game is starting to come together. I love it. He made it his mission to put Alicia under the bus, but also make it seem like obviously he wasn't Courtney. So I think he wanted everybody to assume that he was Emily. Think he did a great job at that.
Yeah, he did a good job because his whole little plan worked.
Think we did a great job at that right there, man. And I think it I'm just gonna say it worked out. I enjoyed watching Courtney play as Emily / the Joker, saying, "Oh, you can't trust Alicia. Chloe might be a little bit untrustworthy. I don't know. Somebody might be lying." But everybody between Kat and Mitchell, and Kat eventually told Alicia, and who else? Somebody else knows. Chloe. But we'll get to that in a second.
I don't understand how nobody second guessed it though. Yeah. I'm like, if this presents as one person, why not be like, maybe somebody wanted to present as this person?
People, and I thought that too. And I was like, yeah, I feel like he could have eased back just a little bit.
Because he was like shady bees and stuff. I'm like, all right, that's giving too much female.
There you go.
That's what you think a stereotypical female would say.
He could have eased up to let it be a little bit more anonymous, but he kind of hinted very hard that this is most likely Emily saying this. I'm gonna talk like a girl. And even though Kat and Mitchell didn't know, who Courtney or Emily
but
or
Kat
anybody
was straight up asking who we shouldn't trust. Exactly. Like, what's up? What's the tea?
I love that they got a chance to read everybody's profile and try to get a feel for people before that came up too. So they already had, well, at least Kat did. They already had people in their heads. I thought it was dope. So moving along, they get introduced to everybody through the two-faced contest. I think they had to show a random picture of themselves from their profile or whatever, right? And then another like opposite picture.
Their sexier side, I think, is what it was. Maybe it was something else, riskier side.
Yeah, and they had the newbies were included, but I don't think anybody could vote on them or something like that. I forget it was. So that's where we got to see Mitchell's cheeks for no reason. But people like it. People like
he don't skip leg day.
People like he did say that he didn't skip leg day. So I thought it was dope also that all the house guests at the same time got to see the new people come up on the screen. Like, oh, who's that?
And they saw new pictures of themselves too. Exactly. So I was like, you're learning more about everybody.
So some people got to get a feel of, oh, this looks kind of catfishy. Yeah. You know? So moving along, I forgot. I don't know if anybody.
Tara, Alicia, and Kat spoke.
Right.
They're both from Texas, so they were like, they had a good little black girl magic talk.
They are, and also Trevor joined in a private chat for the BBQ. The BBQ mantra. Oh. Beautiful black queens. Not.
I was like, barbecue.
I'm picturing somebody standing over the grill. Yeah, when these burgers is done.
Right. I was like, barbecue.
BBQ mantra. I think that's a beautiful thing.
I feel like a man wouldn't say that. That's another time when Trevor, aka what's her name, Delisa.
Shout out to Trevor.
She keeps talking like a woman, but she's supposed to be playing Trevor.
Where you at, Trevor? Trevor, aka Delisa, playing as her husband, the single father from the Boogie Down Bronx. Of course, I gotta represent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think she's doing a pretty good job at staying Trevor, but people are figuring her out here and there.
She's doing a good job at connecting with people and being friendly.
Yes. She might be giving
as
away
herself, but she does not sound like a man from the Bronx when she talks.
Hey. I mean, I don't always sound like a man.
And River is the one that's peeping everybody.
Yes.
That's giving me feminine energy. That's giving me this. I'm like, River know all the catfishes. He's very good. And he's the main catfish.
Don't forget River, 20-year-old dude with the hair, is actually a 50, 60 something year old dude. But he's doing a very good job at playing a young dude. Yeah. I thought he was gonna get carried away with some of these made up hashtags, but it's turning out okay.
Yeah.
It is turning out okay. So to move along, they had another. You got something else?
Yeah. So Courtney, because he was in the inner circle and the Joker, he got to pick the first influencer for that week.
There we go.
So he picked River.
Other part of the oh snap! I'm switching the camera. My bad, y'all. I'm on the wrong camera. Other part of the Joker power, I guess, that we got to enjoy.
Yeah.
Was that
you get to pick one of the influencers.
I thought that was dope.
So,
that was dope.
That shit was
and eventually it just worked out in his favor that
and they got to talk.
Yes.
Because that's when I was like, oh, Lee, aka River, is coming to play.
So
he was like, oh, I'm trying to take Lance to the end because I know he's not going to win over anybody. I'm like, that's smart.
See, I love when they started talking game. That's my favorite part of all this. Yeah, I really enjoyed that that Courtney picked River because River seems like one of the most trustworthy people to most people, it seems like. But also eventually Courtney lined up in people's ratings and people liked him too. So he ended up as an influencer himself.
Yeah.
Thought that was dope. I was like, look at this. Courtney had the best week on the circle.
Courtney was a mastermind.
He killed that week.
He impersonated Emily. Well, he didn't all the way win.
He played the Joker as Emily.
Considering how it ended, he didn't all the way win. He almost won.
Well, we'll talk about that as well.
Yeah. So anyway, so basically, Tara Alicia gets eliminated.
Yes. So shout out to RIP or whatever to Tara Alicia, who we got to see. She was doing her thing. She was doing her thing,
but she was harping on the negativity about Savannah for way too long.
And that stayed in everybody's hearts.
Yes, because she kept talking about it.
That's right. They all voted her at the bottom in that last rating. So after Tara Alicia went, she goes to see
Chloe.
She goes to see
and Chloe swore she's like, hold on, you're real? So I think it's hilarious that all the first people that they got out that they swore were catfish are all real. So we got 4 catfish in the house now.
It's crazy. It's very crazy. After that, I have they had a little batter up competition. I like that they have the little at home competitions that they do, and then they have to take pictures and send their stuff in. So they had like some pancakes or something. I
forgot about the pancakes.
Couldn't tell what nobody's stuff was, but
they were supposed to be the animal that embodies them.
Okay,
nobody's looked like anything except for Tara Alicia's did look like a bear.
It did. I don't know if Trevor's was supposed to be a bear also or something, but
a fish.
I think Trevor won. I think he did. And then after that, the gameplay talk between Courtney and River as the influencers. That is what I was here for, y'all. When they were getting rid of Tara Alicia, like just going back and forth in between. Oh my goodness, like discussing who to get rid of, like over, and eventually choosing Tara Alicia. I was excited about that.
I was surprised because River, that was Tara Alicia's girl supposedly.
Yeah. There was a lot of drama that took place in there. I don't know if you have anything else, but I have the next challenge. The Glamikin. Is that what they call it? The Glamikin challenge where they had to decorate.
We forgot though.
What'd you miss?
Because the bros, they had Mitch started a bros chat.
Was that before the Glamikin challenge?
Yeah.
Dope. Shout out to Mitchell again.
Bros chat and was like basically
the brotherhood.
Basically, they started talking about who's talking to who, and Trevor was like, Chloe's my girl, whatever.
Trevor, aka Delisa. Again.
Right. So he was like, basically, Mitch was like, he'll back off, of her or whatever.
Very respectful.
And even Chloe slid into his DMs afterwards, and he was like, "Yeah, I think it's best if we be friends." And Chloe was like, "Damn, he must know. He must know about Trevor."
Eggplant emoji, fire emoji, chili peppers. Like he was like, "Yeah, no, I just wanted to." He never said nothing about Trevor too. That's super, super bro code. To let her know that you're friend zoning her without saying like. But she got the message like, "Oh, he probably talked to Trevor."
Yeah.
So obviously. I'm glad that they keeping the. It's all fake anyway.
It's fake,
but I'm glad that they're keeping the respect of the relationships, quote unquote, together. So shout out to Mitchell for starting the brotherhood chat between all of the guys, including them. And I feel like he did himself a favor by helping getting his ratings up by talking to everybody, getting the feel.
Mitchell's doing a good job.
He's doing a good job, starting off great out the gate, and that's what he came to do, like he said. All right. After that, then the Glamikin
challenge,
where they all had to, they all were delivered a mannequin. They all had to decorate it to look just like them, the best way possible.
But with some pizzazz.
So Mitchell again had his was like really sparkly. I think Courtney's.
It looked like he had some tracks, some rainbow tracks.
Everybody had some different stuff going on. River was very glamorous and had all types of.
Rivers look good
and stuff. I honestly think Kat did a really great job.
Kat eyeliner was like perfect. I'm like, sis,
she did a great job. Let us know how you feel about it.
Yes, it was so good.
I thought hers was like top of the top. But out of everybody that did a great job, and this was judged by Jonathan. Can't remember his name from.
I can't remember from Queer Eye.
He's a designer.
He does hair.
He's a cosmetologist?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a cosmetologist. All right. I guess an expert, if you will, to be judged. He voted for Trevor to win. Trevor again.
Is that how we're gonna end that?
That's how we're
Trevor did way too good for a man.
Again, Trevor, aka Delisa, a brother from the Bronx. Now, my mom was a cosmetologist. I don't know if I could do a job at putting all that together. I was very artistic growing up. So I don't know if I'd be able to do that. My mom had those mannequins. I never used to mess with them. It was too good. You know what I'm saying?
It was too good.
So Trevor had the perfectly painted brown skin, had eyelashes painted on as eyebrows and the lashes. And John was like, yo, this right here. And it made everybody a little bit suspicious. But not nearly as suspicious as Emily, who is a 21-year-old college girl. Obviously, we all know if you're watching the show, Emily is really Jack, who's just a real life friend of Emily. But Emily's Emily's mannequin didn't come out too good.
Eyebrows is jacked up.
I think Emily's was the only mannequin that didn't have any type of foundation.
Eyelash was like, first of all, he was trying to put the foundation on with like a powder brush.
You could tell
and was wondering why it wasn't sticking.
Everybody was watching it like.
Everybody was like,
I don't know.
It's a man.
Jonathan was like, look, I need to let you know I'm not necessarily feeling this right here. The only other one that he was very disappointed in was Lance, who again
had a mullet.
Yeah, don't forget
the wig looked like it was on backwards.
Lance, we did get to meet Lance Bass in our last episode. We know about Lance Bass, right? Everybody knows Lance Bass from NSYNC, but Lance is also actually Lisa, who is his personal assistant, if you remember, and she didn't really do a good job either. And the funny part about it was that Jonathan knows Lance and was like, you have your hair and makeup done all the time.
Right.
And even direct other people how to do it.
Right.
Yours does not look good. I'm wondering what's up. And then everybody was like, yo. And Kat had caught him. Oh, we got to talk about Kat catching him. Everybody's sneaky this episode. Yeah. I love it.
Kat
I love
is
it, yo.
doing it, though.
All right. So yeah, Emily's came out the worst. Jack was very, very upset about that. He was like all depressed, crying in the room.
He was like, I probably gave myself up.
He turned super red because everybody knew you was a fish boy. We all knew. We all knew. He started sending out too many clues. Like, again, Trevor's really good at bonding, but when Emily talks to people, it's like you're constantly she's trying to get out of the conversation because she don't want people to catch on, I feel like.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, moving along, I just want to give Emily did a really good job at gassing Mitchell. At gassing Mitchell to let him know, like, oh no, I forgot about the other game. There was another game. Don't at me. Yeah, so everybody figured out Emily after that. But the Don't At Me game, you want to talk about it?
Was basically someone gets to ask someone in a circle an anonymous question. But all the questions was hella mean, like straight up calling people out. I'm trying to think. The first one was
Courtney asking, are you using your relationship with Trevor to get further in this game? Asking that to Chloe. Now, Chloe has been linked to Trevor.
Yeah.
As we've said. I forgot what her answer was.
She basically said
like,
she's not here to play with anybody's feelings and she's a genuine person, blah, 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 blah.
Shout out to Chloe from Too Hot to Handle.
Chloe is impressing me.
She's doing good. She's actually doing really good. She's calling out certain things that I'm like, oh, I didn't think that she was going to peep that.
Yeah.
You know?
Chloe
she's
is
on
peeping
to Emily
everything that I'm seeing.
Emily's supposed to be one of her best friends, and she peeped that she's definitely probably a catfish.
And then Emily, aka Jack, asked Courtney, basically, is he playing fake nice?
See, again,
it was shady as hell,
and all caps too. And again, it was anonymous, so it could have been anybody. But I think Courtney had caught on and was like, I think this is Emily. I think this is most likely Emily that's asking.
Everybody knew who was asking it. That was pretty interesting. Yep.
And Lee, I think, did a decent job, or at least was playing the game, getting in there by calling out Trevor as a catfish. Lee being a Trevor, I mean, Lee / River being a catfish himself, thought it was very bold to go about that. Trevor, aka Delisa, was not pleased with that and figured that it was him that called him out also.
But then was convinced by him that it wasn't him.
Yeah, after did a great job. Everybody's playing the game. I love it. Again,
my favorite question was when, I don't know who asked.
Mitchell, probably.
Somebody asked.
Emily.
Oh, yeah. Mitchell asked Emily, so what are your top 5 makeup brands that you use?
Ooh, think fast. Think fast. Come on.
Crickets.
Come on.
He went to the bathroom and looked.
Everybody's like, yo, he got, watch
what did
this.
He say? Collection code.
He said a couple things. I was like, Revlon.
Maybelline.
I realized Kylie probably could have counted. Crayon case. Shout out to Super. Fenty. Rihanna's joint. Somebody else got makeup. Bobby Brown.
If you say Maybelline, that's like the most drugstore.
I was thinking Maybelline
brand. Like that's like your cheap brand.
He didn't say Maybelline first though. He said Leger or something like that. What was it?
Something that I never heard of.
I was like, good job. I guess not really though.
Basically, they was like, yeah, he's definitely a catfish. He got to go.
Yeah. So it did not look good for Emily. She hit up Mitchell afterwards because she didn't know it was Mitchell that asked that question. Like, hey, just wanted to see how the circle's been treating you. Mitchell at this point is like pretty aware that he's talking to a dude. He's pretty aware. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep, the happy-go-lucky, whatever. But that's how everybody's relationship is. It's like, I'm suspicious of you, but now I gotta talk to you cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, the curveball this elimination was that there was no influencers. The bottom two people were automatically eliminated.
That's right. No influencers.
So
Emily's definitely going home.
Emily went home.
Right.
No,
Emily
and Lance,
Jack.
Yes.
Jack
got eliminated.
And Lance, aka Lisa. So they both got eliminated. They're going to see. They always get that chance to see some
Trevor
other people.
And somebody else.
Emily, aka Jack, was going to see Trevor, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
And Lance was going to see River, which they had a little bond conversation. They get to the room, and it's another room with nobody in it, and they're meeting each other. And I'm like, interesting. I wonder why the circle wanted them to meet each other, to rub it in their faces that they catfish. No. They get to play still as a joint player. That's
a curveball.
Circle. You're doing it for me. You're doing it for me right now. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's all I gotta say. I ain't got nothing else about that. I'm looking forward to seeing. I thought it was cool that the players that were in the game, River, even though he's a catfish, everybody at some point was like, yo, I really want to get rid of catfish this week, because every single person we've eliminated has been real. We got rid of 2 catfish,
right,
and then they came right back together to join as a big catfish.
And they're going to be some old guy.
Yeah, they're going to be some old dude that's a psychic. And his profile sounds super fake. I think they did that last season too.
Sounds weird.
Somebody's profile sounded super fake. And it's like, come on. But we will see, folks.
So who your top 3 this week?
We will see. Ooh, top 3 this week. I'm still going with Courtney. He barely made it last week. I think he was.
Courtney is a mastermind.
Number 6. So, Courtney did all props. All props, Courtney. I got to give you all the props. Courtney did amazing last week. I think Chloe is killing the game currently right now. I like Trevor, but I don't know how long the Trevor act is going to hold up. I really like Kat. I think Mitchell is doing good too, but I really like Kat. Kat is getting to the game, getting in people's heads, getting out information, talking to the right people at the right times. And again, Mitchell is doing really good at bonding, but Kat is bonding and getting information. Yeah. So much tea.
All right, so I don't know if I can only choose 3. I have 4. Wow, okay. I'm sorry.
All right.
I think Lee is getting in there.
It's surprising me, but I feel like he's gonna get stripped up at some point.
Yeah, but he's playing the game.
I give it to you.
And I wasn't sure that he would.
Yo, what's popping? I'm like, who taught him that?
What's popping?
Yeah, who taught that old man that?
That's true. Him, River is playing. Chloe is becoming a front runner for me.
Chloe's doing great.
I'm loving Kat, and Courtney crushed that.
Courtney's been killing it. Like I said,
he masterminded that whole shit.
I hope to be in the circle and do at least half of the good job that he did last week. That was an amazing, and to end up as influencer. That Courtney. That was fire. That was fire right there. So that is all I have. Please let us know who you feel should be winning the circle. Let us know who your favorite players are. We might do some. Are we gonna do? Nah, they did our own ratings. You feel like you should rate some? We don't need it. It's too much. It's too much. But yeah, those are all the people that we're feeling from the circle. Please let us know how you're feeling about this show. Again, I'm starting to like it a little bit more
than Big Brother. It's less dragged out,
and it's only a few episodes. Big Brother. I still say
Big Brother is tiring.
One of the greatest shows ever because
3 episodes a week is tiring.
It's very tiring. It comes on 3 times a week and also is running 24 hours a day if you have CBS All Access. Ding.
Which we do.
Right? So
that's a plug.
That was the ding. All right. But yeah, let us know how you feel about it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode. If you're not subscribed, please do us a favor and subscribe. We also do Married at First Sight videos. We think about doing Unmatchable still. Yes. Watch our engagement video. Leave a cute comment if you love us. Thank you so much. Oh, my bad. I forgot to. That's your thing. Go ahead, baby.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to the next 4 episodes of The Circle. But right now, that is all us. That's everything for a brand new episode of The JasVynce Show. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.